Hey everybody, welcome to the summer session of AS 280, Introduction to Photographic Literacy. I'm Dana Clark and I'm the primary course instructor for AS 280 and I will be heading up this section this summer. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and introduce you to me so that you can have a face to the name since this is an online course and we don't meet in person. And I also just wanted to take a few minutes and tell you about what you can expect from the course. As you may have noticed since you've already opened Canvas, the course is arranged into learning modules, which are basically just units. At the start of each module, there are a series of video lectures that give you the context and historical background that you need to be able to complete the module's assignment. Each module has one major assignment in it. So for our first introductory module, the assignment is a reading response essay. But then once we sort of cover the basics and the quick history of photography, we get into our shooting assignments. So modules 2 through 5 are shooting modules. And the lectures will help you kind of understand sort of why we're doing the assignment that we're doing, where this work fits in the sort of scope of photography in general, and how you can kind of place your own work in it. What the lectures are not are how-tos, really. The second module, module number 2, is a composition unit. So that is more of like, this is how you do this. But in the rest of the ones, they're mostly just kind of important kind of contextual information about sort of photography in general. And the reason for that is I want you to be able to cultivate your own practice the way that you see fit for yourself. I don't want to tell you this is how you do X, Y, and Z because I want you to kind of learn to do things in the way that works best for you. And we will talk about that a lot as we kind of move through the course. But just so you know, the lectures are kind of meant to be more history and practice than they are like instructional. Okay. So in the next 2 video series in this particular module, module 1, or introductory module, I'm going to go through a version of the syllabus and I'm going to go through kind of how Canvas works. So if this is your first completely online Canvas class and you kind of don't really know how it works, don't worry, I'm going to cover that, but I'm not going to take the time to do that right now. So what I do want to do right now is tell you a little bit about what I hope you get from the course and what you can expect in terms of time management and how many hours per week you're going to need to complete it. My goal in designing this version of this course is to present you with a very brief survey of both the history of photography and also the sort of contemporary practice of photography, what photographers do, what roles they play in art and society today. And I'm doing that as a way of getting you guys to learn to kind of see and look at your world a little bit better and take all of that knowledge from the history and practice of photography and apply it to some compositional basics that will help you take better pictures. So what this is not is a comprehensive advanced photography course. I don't expect you to complete this as master photographers. But what I do expect from you is kind of an enthusiasm for the material and a willingness to kind of try new things and maybe expand your artistic horizons a little bit, especially if you're new to any kind of art practice at all. You do need a camera to complete this course, but you do not need to go out and purchase anything. Most students complete this course just great with this guy. If you've got a smartphone, that's just fine. If you do have a point and shoot or a DSLR camera, you are more than welcome to use those too. And in the first couple of like how-to lectures we've got, I walk you through the basics of using those type of cameras. So either one is fine. Honestly, I have all of my assignment plans with a smartphone in mind. So if you've got that and you don't want to go and mess with anything else, A-okay. Now, this course, I've put a lot of thought into designing it so that you will succeed if you do everything I ask you to do. Now, that's not an insignificant amount of work. I expect that you will probably spend to sort of do A quality work and maximize all your points available. Expect to spend about 3 to 4 hours outside of the time you need to watch the lectures and kind of go through the course readings and all of that. So it's a fast-paced class, and it is a little intense in terms of like the time commitment I ask you to have with it. But it should be, if I'm doing my job right, the time commitment should be fun. One thing that I have found that really helps students is instead of getting really worked up about completing an assignment a certain way, if you just keep your camera with you at all times, and after you've watched the lectures and sort of digested what the assignment instructions are and ask you to do, and then just start looking for things in your everyday routine, that goes a lot better than deciding, okay, I have to take this number of pictures for this particular assignment and I have to do this way and I'm focused completely on the details and it's very stressful. I don't want you to be stressed out. I want you to think of just incorporating looking and seeing and taking pictures into your everyday routine. And if you do it that way, my hope is that it's fun and it doesn't interfere with your day-to-day life, so much. And then it just kind of helps you sort of bring a different perspective to your sort of day-to-day routine. So, that's my hope for you. Everything, all of our assignments and lectures and all of that stuff is available to you right now. It's all open. You can look at it as you see fit. If we're in the summer, so if you know that you have travel plans or work obligations or anything like that, you can work ahead and you can kind of work at the pace you want to work at. One important thing to note for each assignment and each shooting assignment is that I ask you in the instructions for a minimum number of photos. If you take that minimum number I've asked you for in the instructions, you'll get 75% of the points available. You won't get the full gamut of points there. Taking more than the minimum to certain degrees will give you more points. And so for each assignment, there's a grading rubric. And every time you get started, be sure you take a look at that rubric to know, how to maximize your points. If you have a particularly busy week and you can only get, that minimum number done, okay, that's 75% of that particular, rubric criteria's points availability. But if you do everything else to the 100%, you'll come out fine. So I do that to help you with time management. Again, you guys are all busy college students and it's the summer, so probably have a lot of stuff going on. Manage your time wisely and be strategic about how you're going to tackle things and complete the course. Like I said, it's designed for success. So if you just do everything I ask you to do, you should be sitting pretty. I think that covers most of how the course works. Now, one thing, this is kind of a last thing I want to mention, is that because it is the summer, I'm not really on campus, and I am kind of in and out of Lexington throughout the summer. So if you need to reach me, the best thing to do is to email me. I'd like to think that I'm really good at email communication. It's rare that 24 hours goes by without a response. If that happens, there's probably some emergency or something like that, in which case you'll hear from me. But I'm really good with email, so if you need me, do that first, and then if need be, we can schedule a video chat. But I won't be keeping regular in-person office hours just because I'm not here a lot. So that's that. Since the pace of this course is as fast as it is, especially since we're condensed down to 8 weeks instead of 16, it's really, really important that you kind of stay on top of everything. And if you sense that you're falling behind, please, 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 I can't stress this enough, please reach out to me as soon as possible so that I can help you kind of get back on track. Because I feel like when students don't complete this course successfully, 9 times out of 10, the reason is just that they have fallen behind at some point and then were never able to catch back up. So we don't want that to happen. So if something comes up, you can review all the attendance policies on your own. But if something comes up or, things come out of left field and you sense that you might fall behind, the sooner that you can let me know, the better, because then we can kind of work through it and figure out how to course correct and everything. So I think that's actually it. After you click off of this, take some time to kind of look through Canvas. Maybe watch the next couple of videos and just let me know if you need anything. I'm here. I'm happy to help. I want you all to do well, and I want you all to have fun. So that said, best wishes, and we will talk soon. Thanks. Bye.